Giving feedback is a crucial part of being a manager, as it helps employees understand what they are doing well and where they need to improve. Many managers struggle with giving effective feedback. They may avoid giving negative feedback, focus on an employee's weaknesses rather than strengths, or struggle to find the right balance between criticism and praise. In this video, we will explore tips and strategies that managers can use to give effective feedback and help their employees reach their full potential. A survey conducted by the Society for Human Resource Management in 2020 found that employees who receive regular and effective feedback are often more engaged and satisfied with their jobs. The survey also found that employees who receive feedback feel more valued and are more likely to stay with their current employer. So we know that when feedback is delivered effectively, it is good for employees and organizations. But how can managers create a culture of open communication and feedback in their team? Before we look at tips for delivering feedback, it is important to understand how feedback is received by the brain and what this means for how employees are likely to react. First, the brain processes the information in the feedback to determine whether it is positive or negative. Positive feedback activates the reward centers in the brain, releasing chemicals such as dopamine that make us feel good. Negative feedback, on the other hand, activates the stress response and can cause feelings of anxiety or disappointment. Next, the brain starts to analyze the feedback to determine its relevance and credibility. It compares the feedback to our past experiences and our own self-perception to decide whether we agree with it or not. If we agree with the feedback, we are more likely to accept it and take action. If we disagree with the feedback, we may experience feelings of defensiveness or resistance. Finally, the brain begins to plan a response to the feedback. It considers the goals and objectives that we have and how the feedback can help us to achieve them. It also considers the potential risks and rewards of different actions and makes a decision about what to do next. So, now that you understand how feedback is received by the brain, here are 5 useful steps for giving feedback effectively with your team. Step 1. Prepare. Before giving feedback, take the time to gather information and reflect on the situation. Be specific and objective in your observations, and avoid making assumptions or generalizations. Step 2. Choose the right time and place. Choose a time and place that is private, comfortable, and free from distractions. Make sure the person is in the right frame of mind to receive feedback, and avoid giving feedback when the person is under stress or pressure. Step 3. Use constructive and respectful language. Use a calm and respectful tone and avoid using criticism or blame. Focus on what happened and not on the person. One way to achieve this is to avoid using you statements. For example, instead of saying, "You need to be more organized," try saying, "I noticed that some of the tasks assigned to you were left unfinished." This phrasing places the focus on the task, in this case being organized, rather than on the other person themselves. Step 4. Describe the situation, behavior, and impact. Use the SBI model to structure your feedback. Start by describing the situation, then the specific behavior you observed, and finally the impact that the behavior had on you, the team, or the organization. For example, you might say, "In the situation of the team meeting last Tuesday, I observed your behavior of interrupting others while they were speaking. This impacted the team's ability to have open and productive discussions, as it made some team members hesitant to share their ideas." Step 5. Encourage dialogue. Give the person an opportunity to respond and ask questions. Listen actively and always be open to their perspective. It's important to keep in mind that feedback is a two-way communication, and it's important to be aware of our own biases and to be open to different perspectives. Giving effective feedback is not only beneficial for employees, but also for the team, the organization, and for your own career development as a manager. By providing regular feedback, both positive and constructive, you can help your employees understand how they are perceived, how they can improve their performance, and create a culture of open communication and continuous learning in your team.